Good morning, this is Krista from Nomadic Spiritual Healings. Today I wanted to let you guys know 10 tips and tricks to get through the holidays while we're grieving. I understand that this time of year is very, very difficult for us. Been there, done that. I've also been in the hospital during the holidays, and it's not fun. We feel numb, we feel like we can't move on, or even celebrate, especially. So I have come up with things with my personal experience and then also working with other people, with clients, coming ways to get through the holidays. So bear with me. We're going to go, I'm going to keep looking to the left at my list here. But the first and most important thing that I want to let you guys know is that your loved ones are very vibrant during the holidays, meaning that they're trying to come through with all kinds of signs and messages just to let you guys know that they are okay, they're healthy, they're there, they're watching you, they want you to celebrate the holidays with a smile. And so please, we need to open up our hearts at this time and really feel their spirit. Very, very important, especially this time of year. I had a young lady that was on our show yesterday, and she was amazing. Her brother had passed, but she was saying how she didn't even want to put up Christmas lights during this time of year because he had just passed, and it was really sad for her. She has a young son, so her brother was coming through and letting her know how important it is to put those lights up and to do it. But she could feel that message. So it's so important that if you guys are feeling this or hearing them talking to you and you're like, okay, I'm pretty sure that they're letting me know that it's okay to do this or that, please believe that message, because it's 100% true. We're all intuitive. We all can talk to our loved ones and communicate with them. It just might not be in the ways that we're used to. So number 2, please grieve. The second one is we need to give ourselves time to grieve. If we don't, when the holidays come, it all comes crashing around us. I know that it's a very difficult thing to do, is grieve and really be in touch with those emotions, because they can be horrific. But please know how important it is, because if we don't, then it starts bottling up, and then especially times like the holidays, it just comes out full force. So we need to give ourselves time to cry. We need to give ourselves time to be really in touch with our emotions and know that it's okay. It's a process. We all are okay to grieve. There's a way of grieving. There's a balance that we'll find with it. So please surround yourselves with loved ones, physical, and then also on the other side, and be okay with the grieving process. I still do it. I go through pictures, cry my eyes out. It's just a natural state of the human being. So we just need to be able to give ourselves time to grieve. Very, very important. The third one I have is honoring our loved ones. So important. And a little tip too is that the other side loves it when you guys honor them. So either talking about them, sharing pictures, doing the holidays like they would. So either with their religion, going to church, decorating the tree, the recipes, especially the recipes. And here I get a bunch of smells. I love food, so that's exactly how it would go. But they are very present during the holidays, so they can see all these things that you're doing for them. So they love it. So keep it up, keep doing it, bring out those pictures, bring out the stories. Not only does it heal our heart, but it also helps them on the other side, and they get so excited when we talk about them. So please honor them in so many ways. And then the next one we have is have a plan A and B for the holidays. So especially if you're grieving and it's just been really recent that somebody has passed, you need to have a plan in A. So or plan A and B. Sorry. Say that we've been invited to a party. We're not so sure if we're going to be able to last through without tears or whatever it may be. So go ahead and plan to go, but then also come up with a backup plan. And also be very okay with staying home. If we're feeling like, okay, we're in the high grieving state, we just can't even get out of bed, it's time for movies, tears, and ice cream, then so be it. Don't feel obligated for anything, and anybody around you that is true and a really, really good friend will completely understand that you're not going to be able to make it. So please make sure, and this helps during the holidays, to have different plans on how to attack them. Because if we don't, then we're going to be doing things or be putting ourselves in situations that are going to be very, very uncomfortable. So be okay with all the plans. Make A to Z if you have to. Get your partners involved and also other family members, or just be with yourself for the holidays. It's all up to you, but please make those plans. And if we kind of plan and expect what's going to happen, then do that. Also with the planning too, we can, especially if it's new, everybody wants to come up to you and, give them their condolences and all that stuff. But maybe you can tell the main person at the party, say, hey, you know what? I actually just want to go to this party to have fun, not so much think about what's going on right now. It's very, very difficult. So maybe if you put that little bird in their ear, then they can go ahead and tell the rest of the guests, and then you can actually have a good time without all the hugs, which are fantastic, but there's also time where we need to have a break from that too. So if that's the case, it's just 100% communication. Talk to the people and get that out there. Don't be shy about grieving. Grieving's okay, so we just need to be 100% communicative with everybody around us. Another way to get through the holidays too is write a letter or journal to our loved ones. I tell you, it comes through so many times of our loved ones reading what you guys have written. It is amazing, and it also helps us. So this is a form of meditation or letting go. It's a form to heal. And so very, very important. You can write those letters and tell them how much you love them. Tell them your sorries. Tell them your worries. Tell them anything and everything that you want them to know, and especially during the holidays. This will help you, and again, it will also help them. The next one I want to go to is believe. Believe, believe, believe that they are there. Talk to them. You don't even have to talk out loud. I talk out loud all the time and look crazy, but you don't have to look crazy like me. One thought of our loved one is going to bring them close, and then they can hear all of our thoughts pertaining to them. So that's communication. So tell them how much you love them. So if you're not going to do it in a letter, actually just tell them. And then talk to them while you're decorating the tree. Tell them how much you miss them. Tell them to bring things for you. Tell them to bring comfort to the kids if it's hard for them for the holidays. You can do all kinds of things just by 100% communication. Don't be scared. These are your loved ones. A lot of people are scared to talk to the other side because we watch too many movies and thinks that it's the ghost thing. These are your loved ones. You embraced them at one point. So please just keep embracing them and keep talking to them. The next one I have is put your bubble on. I talk about this all the time. So I'm all about energy and how to protect ourselves during the holidays, especially. It's real. So if you've ever had, and this is the greatest example that I give people, if you've ever had a friend that has just had a hard time in their life and they just kind of spew everything onto you, you're going to walk away exhausted because they just gave you negative energy and then they took your positive. So that's an energy exchange. So that's what happens during the holidays and any time that you go in public places. So grocery stores, shopping right now is very chaotic. So if we keep a bubble around us, and what I mean by that is just visualizing a bubble. So however you want to visualize that, a blowing bubble, some kind of protection. Some people say, like the light that's around you in video games, or putting yourself in a snow globe. However you can see it, it will happen. And I promise you. So it's so important to put ourselves in this bubble so that we can be surrounded in our own energy. And especially when we're grieving, we need to be in a space of comfort and also a space of protection, so that we don't have to take on the whole world when we're trying to heal ourselves. So important. Bubble up. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can Google it online too, of the universal bubble, or bubble, energy bubble, anything like that, and it will go through. There's all kinds of sites out there to show you how to do it, but it is a main key and how I get through life, just personally, because you could imagine going into grocery stores, thousands and thousands of people coming up to me want me to give messages to their loved ones. So I put my bubble on, I'm in my own energy, and I can survive the grocery store or the store without an anxiety attack. So it's so important to bubble up, so make sure you do that. Another thing that we can do too is donate our time or do acts of kindness. You know me with acts of kindness. I love doing it. I not only love doing it because I love seeing people be happy, but I also do it for a personal journey for myself. I tell you that it expands your heart in the most loving way. I have never felt so much love in the way that I do when I start giving to people. It's just so beautiful. So especially when we're grieving and when it's really hard during the time of holidays, it's so important to get out there and make other people smile, because this is a number one key into helping you survive the holidays, is giving to everybody else. Kids, homeless, and we can just give smiles and hugs and great advice. I mean, it doesn't have to be all about money. It can just all be about a smile. So make sure that you're giving. Another thing that we can do too is give time to ourselves. So important. We're running around, we're doing all these Christmas parties and shopping and running ourselves ragged during the holidays. How in the world do you think you're going to survive if you're doing that plus grieving at the same time? So important to give yourself a time out, take care of yourself, eat well, take time outs, meditation, go get a massage, go for a walk. It's amazing to go outside, even if it's 5 minutes, even the cold. Yes, I'm cheating. I'm in Florida right now, but I used to love being in Boise. And then also, I had snowshoes. My husband gave me snowshoes, and so I would take little walks with the snowshoes, and that was an amazing experience. Also, another thing and another way to meditation and to help heal our soul as we're grieving. So make sure that you take time out for yourselves. Another thing is lighten up. So many times the mind and the thought is everything. So what happens a lot of times is a lot of people will dread the holidays, dread the fact that they're grieving, wake up and say this is going to be a horrible day. Well, guess what? You just made yourself a horrible day. So lighten up, and also with gratitude. So every morning just be thankful for being able to open your eyes and be where you are and have food and have water and have the friends that you have and the life that you have. So many times we focus on the negativity when really we just need to be focusing on the moment and what we have, because everybody has something special, and we should not compare what our special is to anybody else's special. So please be very, very grateful at this time, and that will also help you with the healing process. Another one, last but not least, always have someone you can talk to. So either a really good friend, a spouse, or somebody in a relationship, or a professional, somebody that you can talk to, especially this time of the year, and talk to them about your emotions, somebody that you can cry with, somebody that you can explain that you're not in a good space, somebody that can try to lift you up when you're having that hard time in your grieving cycle. It's so important. Please, 100% communication. I know that a lot of times grieving takes us in a place where we just want to be alone, but it is very, very helpful to talk to anybody and everybody, even pets. Pets are a big healing tool in the grieving cycle. So please, when you're petting your pet, they can understand you and they're helping you heal through that process of grieving. So talk to them, allow it all out. Whatever it takes, please let go. So important to know that your loved ones are okay and so important to know that you're going to be okay. So we need to grieve, find that balance, and grieve with positivity. I wish you all an amazing holiday. I miss everybody in Boise, also in New York, Connecticut. I could just go on. But I love you guys all so much, and I hope these little tips for the holidays help you guys out. I understand personally how hard it can be, but together we can heal, we can grieve, and we can smile. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.